This is going to be a very relaxed session. It's going to go a little bit longer than the other sessions. We will do some talking, so please feel free to turn your cameras on when you're ready to speak up. Just let me know, raise a hand, give a thumbs up so that I can see you and you can unmute yourself and we'll all be here together. This is also a great time if you don't already have any type of gear to relax on. This would be a great time to maybe go and get a bolster, a seated cushion, yoga mats, blankets, make yourself some tea, light some incense, whatever is going to make you comfortable. So we've got about another minute and then I will get started and let you know what we are doing for the BIPOC Mothering and Deep Care session. Oh, Boo, you're more than welcome. And yes, by all means, if anybody cannot come on camera at this time, but you would like to say something or add something, please feel free to put it in the chat. I will be also monitoring the chat. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, and maybe evening or afternoon, depending on where you are located at this time. My name is Malika Salam. I am the daughter of Gloria and Fannie Mae and Rosalind and Sugar. I had 4 amazing mothers who raised me, and I dedicate this day and this particular practice to them. I also have all of my amazing aunts and my grandmothers who were also a part of my growing up and rearage and very much part of the person who I am now. And I dedicate this practice to them as well. And to all of you, to the people who are close to their mothers and estranged from their mothers, to the people whose mothers, like myself, are no longer here with us in the physical realm, know that they are always with you, that they are always a part of you and a part of who you are. And we give thanks for that, for all of the mothers who are not here, and for all of the mothers who have children who are not here, who continue to go on mothering. We give thanks. At this time, I'm just going to ask that everyone sit still for a moment, and in finding stillness, let's take a deep inhale, a deep exhale, and let it all out. To invite in the guiding spirits that surround us, to invite in our ancestors, those who we are daughters of. And at this time, out loud, you can turn off your mic. You can turn on your mic, rather, unmute your mic. You can say it with me, or you can say it to yourself. We just want to take a moment to remember who we are the daughters of. So again, I am the daughter of Gloria. I am the daughter of Fannie Mae. I am the daughter of Rosalind. I am the daughter of Sugar. I am the daughter of Eva. I am the daughter of Mary Frances. I am the daughter of Barbara Jean. I am the daughter of Corrine. We give thanks for our mothers and our foremothers and our foremothers' foremothers. So this particular workshop is about BIPOC mothering and deep care. And I want to start with a poem from Dear Black Women founder Flo. The whole universe encourages my very being. When the sun arose this morning, it woke up from a dream of me, and when its rays beamed today, they were smiling at my face. Yes, the whole universe encourages my very being. It stops up and savors my every quirk and flaw. Yes, the whole universe leaps at the chance to love me, and a love like that won't quit. Shows up every day to proclaim its love, starting with the sun that greets me at the at every break of dawn, burning to kiss my body, beaming to light the way, moving to the moon that echoes the all-knowing of the sun, urging the stars to join in, moving the tides to whisper, you are always love. So I wanted to start with that particular poem because what I'm going to be talking about today and what I'm going to be offering today, the space that I have created here for us, this particular container is for gentle mothering. So for all of you mothers who are mothering during these times of the unthinkable, I want you to take this time to feel like you are landing in a soft space. It is my goal to create a soft space for us. And to do that, first, I want to talk about what the expectations are. So when I say BIPOC mothers, I'm talking about Black, Indigenous, women of color. Talking about people who come from all of the different places in the world, from all of the different parts of the African diaspora, for Black women and brown women, for Asian women, for Indigenous women to America from the different Native nations. And one of the things that we have to realize as women who are part of this particular these particular marginalized communities is that despite the configuration of family, our work is never simply to nurture and care, which is the general work of a mother. Perfectionism and activism become essential parts of the BIPOC and BIWOC mother's work toolkit. It's that invisible labor of caregiving that includes equipping our children with eagle eyes, having to have those talks with them and having to give them those affirmations that prepare them to go out into a world that is mostly unsafe for them. It's becoming an activist. It's becoming an always having to be an advocate, having to teach our children how to advocate, and having to teach our children how to do those things in a way that keeps them safe so that they can return home when they are in the face of danger, especially in the face of danger in the hands of people who are supposed to protect them. So as we enter into this space, as we enter into this container, we enter with that in mind, knowing what our role is in this world, and willing for this next little bit over an hour to allow ourselves to put down our armor, to feel safe, and to lay down in this soft place. So I would like for everyone to find a space that is comfortable for them, whether you are in a seated position, whether you are lying down on your mat, maybe you're on your bolster. We are going to go through some movements, and we're going to start with trigger protection mantra to bring in that energy of softness and safety. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that. Awesome, thank you. In your comfortable space, I want you to find stillness. During a time when we're always told to do something and we're always expected to do something and not just sit there, I want you to feel comfortable and safe to just sit there or just lie there. Maybe you have your blanket with you. And if you have your blanket with you, maybe this is a good time for you to take that blanket and put it over yourself and find some comfort. There's power in stillness. There's safety in this space. Know that in this space you are nurtured. And in this space you can be nourished. This is sacred space and safe space. Maybe you're feeling a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed. Maybe you found a comfortable seated position. Maybe you're laying down now. And if you're laying down now, I want to invite you to find your breath. Yes, I'm sure right now you are breathing, but I want you to make contact with your breath. Become one with your breath. Feel the inhale. Feel the exhale. And as you breathe naturally, notice has your breathing slowed down? Is your breathing shallow or is your breathing deep? Are you inhaling for longer or are you exhaling for longer? And as you continue to connect with your breath, begin to connect your breath with your body. Inhale and feel the belly fill up with air. Belly rise. And then exhale and feel the lungs and the belly release the air. Belly fall. And just connect with that breathing and your body. Inhale, belly rise. And exhale, belly fall. Continue to breathe in that way. And then we're going to slowly start to count those breaths so that we're inhaling through the nose for 3, pausing at the top, and then exhaling through the nose for 6 breaths. So inhale, 2, 3, pause, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, belly rise. Pause and exhale. Continue to breathe in this way. Continue to relax. I want to tell you a little story about the power of stillness. There once was an Indian sage who performed amazing miracles. One day, a woman who was deeply distressed approached him. Her daughter was getting married, and the family, who had no money, needed 15 grams of gold for her dowry. The sage reminded the woman that he was not a goldsmith and advised her to sit in stillness, focus on her breath, meditate, and wait patiently for a solution to her dilemma. In the meantime, a wealthy merchant and longtime disciple of the sage approached. He had just been given the news that he was in declining health due to a pre-diabetic condition. He asked for the sage's prayers and blessing. The sage told him to stop eating sugar and assured him that if he followed this advice, all would be well. Without hesitation, the sage found the woman whose daughter was to be buried and the sage told him to stop eating the sugar, assured him that if he followed the advice, all would be well. And in gratitude, the wealthy merchant gave the sage a leather pouch as a gift. And without hesitation, the sage found the woman whose daughter was to be married and gave her the pouch. When the woman opened the pouch, she fell to her knees in gratitude, for inside of the leather pouch, she found 15 grams of gold. Sometimes being still is the most powerful thing we can do. Rather than acting on the advice, don't just sit there, do something. Sometimes we're better off taking the advice, don't just do something, sit there. This is the path of the peaceful warrior. That is when we discover that just because we're not doing something, it doesn't mean nothing is happening. What is happening is we are getting out of our own way and allowing energy to flow freely through us. And as we practice this, the energy blocks that we've created dissolve. When energy is free to flow, we are able to access our higher level energy bodies and can act from a place of wisdom and love, those energies that are closest to our spiritual nature. So let's take some time again to be in this stillness and be mindful of this stillness and focus on our breath. Breathe it in, let it out, let it go. So often when we think about sitting still or lying still, we recall to mind what we've been told about people who are still. The messages that we were giving that stillness equals laziness. People who don't want anything or who don't want to do anything. Now is the time to remember that being still is an art that requires practice. Much easier said than done. Sometimes stillness is considered a waste of time. Let's reframe our minds. Let's know that at this time we are taking deep care of ourselves. That the time that we're taking to relax isn't selfish. That we have nothing to feel guilty for. So much of our day is spent carrying the world on our backs and on our shoulders. And sometimes we're afraid to be still because we think that when we stop filling every moment with activities, what are we going to do? If we're not productive, what is our worth? What feelings will we have to deal with? What thoughts will we have to deal with that we would rather avoid? Sometimes we think that if we don't do anything, we're not going to be able to realize our dreams. I'm here to tell you that actually when you're still and when you're able to quiet your mind and listen, able to quiet your mind, you're able to listen more deeply to your heart and soul. In these moments of stillness, hear the small voice inside of you that speaks quietly and with confidence from a deeper place of intelligence than even your thinking mind. In stillness, allow yourself to act from the depth of your soul. Allow deeper guidance to come in. Know that while your actions carry force and energy, that in this stillness, you can also come into harmony and alignment with yourself. Sometimes, mamas, we just have to slow down so the world around us can catch up to our vision. Sometimes there are circumstances and situations where there's nothing that we can do but be still. We're just not used to doing it. So rather than trying to force things into existence, I invite you now to slow down. Practice being still and silent and patient. Connect with the flow of life that already is. Stillness is another form of action. Take this time to revel in it. The real power of living is not in being a human doing, it's in being a human being. And this isn't an either or proposition. There are times for each action. But during this time, allow yourself to lay in the bosom of the universe and be rocked gently by our mother, the great provider. Use the time that you are doing nothing to reflect, restore, rejuvenate. Allow this time to replenish you so that when the time comes again for you to be in action, you're able to do your best when it counts the most. And you can give the most of yourself and be the best for everyone that you care for when you've taken care of yourself first. Not only can you not serve from an empty vessel, but how much more delightful it is to serve from your overflow. During this time of stillness, slow down, learn to trust life, listen to the silence, enjoy some meditation. Don't just do something. And in a moment, we're going to enjoy some restorative yoga. Again, be a human being and not a human doing. I invite you to once again find your breath and connect it with your body. And if you're in a place where you have a seat or a wall near you, I am going to invite you to do legs up the wall, an inversion practice that will allow you to take the weight off of your feet, everything that you've been carrying around, and to send the blood back to your heart and allow things to circulate differently. Again, taking the weight off of yourself that you're carrying around, sending the blood back to your heart, and allowing things to circulate differently. So if you have a wall at this time, I'm going to invite you to slide closer to your wall. Get all the way over to your wall. Put the bottom to the wall. Put your two legs together. Inhale and lift them up so they go straight up the wall. And if you feel like you need a little bit of support under your lower back or your bottom, place your heels flat against the wall. Lift up your bottom like a bridge and slide your blankets or your bolster under your bottom. And if you don't have a wall, but you have a chair, You can go legs on the chair. So once again, I invite you to find your breath. And when you've connected with your breath, inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nostrils sends a message to your body, to your parasympathetic system, which is part of your nervous system, the part that we hear a lot about, fight or flight, sends a message to relax. And if you're comfortable, you can continue to stay in this position of legs up the wall. Maybe you move your legs around, bring the feet together into butterfly or bound angle, allowing the hips to open, knowing that hip openers release a great deal of stress from our body and help us to release our emotions, anything that you may have been holding on to. This is a time for us to release that. Let it all go. Allow the blood to flow back to the heart. Maybe you open the legs into a V position. Whatever is comfortable for you right now as you continue to get deeper into your relaxation. I want to share another story with you. So there's a children's story called The Giving Tree about a boy who is able to communicate with an apple tree. And it begins, once there was a tree, and she loved a little boy. In his childhood, the boy enjoys playing with the tree, climbing her trunk, swinging from her branches, and eating her apples. As he grows older, he starts to make requests of the tree. As an adolescent, the boy wants money. The tree suggests that he pick and sell her apples, which he does. As a young adult, the boy wants a house. The tree suggests he cut her branches to build a house, which he does. In middle age, the boy wants a boat. The tree suggests he cut her trunk to make a boat, which he does, leaving only a stump. Finally, the boy becomes an old man, and he wants only a quiet place to sit and rest, which the stump provides. The story ends, and the tree was happy. So I'm reading from the book Restorative Yoga for Ethnic and Race-Based Stress and Trauma by Gail Parker. And Gail Parker says something that I absolutely can relate to, and that probably some of you can relate to as mothers. When we're told this story, if we've heard this story, or we read this story, the message is interpreted that giving away everything with no regard to self is the key to happiness. I want to challenge that. Unlike the giving tree, reaching the end of our lives, reaching the end of motherhood, reaching the end of the mothering phase of life, I sincerely do not want to be an old stump. And yet, everything that I was taught about being a mother has been about sacrifice. How much I have to give of myself. How much I have to give until it hurts. And if I do that, I will be happy and I will truly be a mother, a good mother. We hear that story time and time again. In spirituality, we hear about sacrifices and sacrificial love, setting aside our own needs to meet the needs of other people, right? Love in its most beautiful form. And while that is true, I want to once again remind you as I remind myself, as you continue to breathe into your body, feel the placement of your body. Inhale, feel your body loosen and relax. Unclench your jaw. Unlock your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Maybe close your eyes or lower your gaze so there's just a little piece of light coming through. Straighten the spine, lift the heart, allow the chest to be open, and receive these affirmations into your heart as you remember the best that you can be for anybody is to do the best that you can do for yourself. Deep care of self. I embrace the greatness within me. Inhale, I accept responsibility for my own happiness and development. Inhale, I'm building a supportive network that encourages and motivates me. Exhale, allowing that to flow throughout your body. Inhale, I am proud of my culture, my upbringing, and experiences. They have made me who I am. Exhale and allow that to flow throughout your body. When we're inhaling, we're creating space. And when we're exhaling, we're taking up that space. Inhale, I'm a strong, Black, Indigenous, brown woman of color. I deserve all the good things coming my way. Inhale, I am choosing not to wait to be chosen. On the next one, I want you to inhale confidence in everything that you are. And exhale doubt in everything that you are not. Remember, it's not what people call you, it's what you answer to. Inhale. The things that make me different are the things that make me me. And exhale. Inhale. I have the power to create change. And exhale. Inhale. I am better today than I was yesterday. And exhale. Inhale. I will not let society dictate who I am. And exhale. Inhale. I am in charge of how I feel, and today I am choosing happiness. And exhale. Inhale. I am enough. And exhale. Inhale. I was built this way for a reason, and so I am going to use it and be in alignment with it. And exhale. Inhale. I am a magnet for blessings and good things. And exhale. Inhale. I feel comfortable in my own skin. And exhale. Inhale. I am filled with joy, happiness, and love. And exhale. Inhale. I love my body and all of the things that it is capable of. And exhale. Inhale. I am beautiful just the way I am. And exhale. Inhale. I am committed to my holistic well-being. And exhale. Inhale, I'm grateful for the many blessings in my life. And exhale. I know it can get tough out there, but I am designed for greatness. Continue to breathe in and out at your own pace as you continue to receive the affirmations. My decisions and my actions are my own. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. Good things come to me easily and effortlessly because I deserve good things. I am devoted to my whole self. I attract wealth and prosperity into my life. Wealth flows to me always and in all ways. I am fully committed to the possibility of my full success. I take action on my goals so that I can live the life that I want. The source of all life is infinite, and as a representation of that source, I also am an unlimited source of possibility. There is always more than enough for me. I inhale, increase in all of the areas of my life that need to be filled. And I exhale, lack in all of the areas of my life. Everything that I put out comes back to me multiplied for my total well-being. I choose to live a rich and full life in all ways. Bring your hands all the way up to the top. Allow them to meet in prayer position. Seal those affirmations and bring them back down to your heart. On your next inhale, open your arms wide, wide, wide to pull it all in. Bring it all back to yourself. Cross those arms over. On the exhale, give yourself a big hug and seal it in. Feel all of the love that you've just bestowed upon yourself in this container. Give yourself another squeeze. And take that into your heart. That you love you. And before anything else, you gotta love you most of all. I invite you to find the most comfortable position for yourself. We're going to spend this next period as we're kind of easing out of this workshop. I'm going to go into a yoga nidra, which is a deep rest. It's also called yogic sleep. So it's a practice that's going to take you into a deep state of relaxation that approximates sleep. But unlike sleep, you should remain conscious as you move deeper into a dreamlike state. So as we go into this space, I invite you to get comfortable in a shavasana or a seated pose. We're going to be here for about the next 20-25 minutes. You can use your bolsters, maybe do a reclined, supported butterfly pose. So you can put your bolster behind you, lay back on your bolster, put your blanket under your knees, and go into butterfly. Or you can do a shavasana, put your blanket under your neck, and lay your back flat, arms out, hands up, open to receive, legs out in front of you. You may want to put a blanket under your thighs or under the small of your back. The goal here is for your body to be as relaxed and inactive as possible. So you don't want to put anything on your muscles where your muscles are having to hold you up or do any of the work. You want to be in the most relaxing position possible. If you're like me and you're a belly sleeper, belly shavasana is really good. You go onto your bolster, lay across your bolster, put your blanket flat in front of your bolster so that you have something to put your head on. Put your arms out to the side. Put another block or blanket in back so that your feet can be on top of it and your whole body is just laid out across the bolster. Or again, if seated position is comfortable for you. So find your most comfortable position. And we're going to talk a little bit about resilience. Resilience is the thought that if it bends, it won't break. Resilience is our ability to remain flexible and to adapt to situations and circumstances as required. It's essential for recovery from life's inevitable hard knocks. Resilience allows us to bounce back from stressful and traumatic experiences. Being resilient involves being able to tune in to the hidden energy that hides inside of each betrayal, loss, heartbreak, disillusionment that we experience. It allows us to keep from getting stuck in suffering and rather to transform that suffering into happiness, to use the pain that we've experienced as catalysts for growth. It teaches us to ask ourselves, what is this situation asking of me? What reality do I need to accept? What would be the wise thing to do now? And what is the gift hidden inside this challenge? So I want you to find your breath again. And once you found your breath, I want you to take 3 of the 3 cycle breaths. So that's inhale, 2, 3, hold, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the nose. Hold and exhale for 6. Want you to do that 3 more times on your own, at your own pace. As we ease deeper into our comfortable positions, maybe you have an extra blanket. And again, you can use that to put over yourself as you find some comfort. Think of this as having your mother put you to bed, getting you comfortable so that you can relax and so that you feel supported. Lean into the bosom of the universe. Lying down with any props you might need to support you in being comfortable, or sitting in a comfortable chair with a straight spine. Close your eyes or lower your eyelids and shift your awareness to an internal focus. Become aware of your body and notice how it feels. Massage your fingertips with your thumb tip. So index and middle and ring and pinky. And then pinky and ring and middle and index. Notice the feel of your body as it rests on the ground or in the chair. Notice the feeling of your clothing or your blankets as they caress your skin. Unclench your jaw. Unlock your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Fill your eyes in their sockets and allow the outer corners of your eyes to relax. Fill your nostrils as the air flows in. Feel your chest and your belly rise and fall. Take your time. Relax your scalp, your forehead, your face. Release any tension in your eyes, your cheeks, your mouth, and your tongue. Relax your entire face. Lengthen the back of your neck by slightly lowering your chin. When you get to your arms and legs, relax each side of the body. Let's go down the right side first. Allow your shoulder to relax. Allow your bicep and tricep to relax. Allow your forearm to relax. Relax your wrist and your hand. Relax each finger one at a time. Relax the thumb and the index finger and the middle finger and the pinky. Now let's relax the left shoulder, the entire upper back. Relax your left bicep and your left tricep. Relax the left forearm and the wrist and the thumb and the index and the middle and the ring finger and the pinky. Going back to the top of the back, the neck is stretched, the upper back is released. Relax your middle back and your lower back. Open the chest, open the heart space. Relax the diaphragm and the belly. Relax your right hip. Feel it begin to melt into your seat or melt into the mat or the blanket. Relax the right thigh and the right knee and the calf and the ankle and the foot. Relax each individual toe on your right foot. The big toe and the index toe and the middle toe and the second to the last toe and the pinky toe. Now shift your attention to the left side of your body. Relax your left hip, feel it melting into your seat or into the space where you're laying down. Relax your left thigh, left knee, left calf, left ankle, left foot, and relax each individual toe, starting with your big toe. And then the toe next to it. And then your middle toe. And then the toe next to that, second to the last. And then your pinky toe. Let go of any remaining tension in your body. Allow your body to be soft and open, continuing to ground down into the space where you are. Notice the sensations of your breath. As you breathe through your nose, feel the sensation of coolness in your nostrils when you inhale. Notice how your belly softens and expands, and how your chest rises as your lungs fill with breath. Feel the sensation of warmth in your nostrils as you exhale. Notice how your chest deflates and your belly moves in towards your spine. Bring your attention to the space where your inhalation meets your exhalation. Notice the gap between each breath. Your breath is in the present moment. Fill your lungs with breath and feel the fullness and nourishment each breath gives you. Now inhale to a count of 3 and hold your breath to a count of 3. Then exhale to a count of 3. And at the bottom of your exhale, hold your breath to a count of 3. Let's do 4 more rounds of this before we return to our normal rhythmic breath. Inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, hold, 2, 3. Return to your normal rhythmic breath. Remain here, focused on your breath until you feel finished. slowly bringing your awareness back to the surface level of consciousness. We're going to allow our awareness to rest here for the next couple of moments before we move into our next activity. Maybe you want to bring some movement into your fingers by wiggling them, or into your toes by wiggling them. Maybe with your eyes closed, you start to just flutter your eyes a little bit. Maybe move your eyes around. Scan your body. Maybe you need to unclench your jaw again. Unlock your jaw. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Paying attention to your breath. And if you're on your back, maybe you begin to roll over onto your right side, coming into the fetal position. As you become ready to emerge back into your conscious state and back into this space, maybe tuck your chin to your chest and use the strength of your arms to slowly prop yourself up into a seated position.
Every day, the hero is reborn. She finds herself, her voice, and her purpose. Not because life handed it to her freely, but because she chose to accept life's hectic grace. You see, this life is only testing our patience, testing our resilience, testing how bad do we want our dreams and desires. Life says that all that we can visualize, we can have, but the tests come to determine whether we execute in faith, courage, and conviction. Beautiful woman, so many times you have shrinked your being to fit into spaces you don't belong. Time and time again, you allow the world to dim your infinite light. Sometimes you even dim your own light. Who taught you these treacherous things? Let this be that you are more than even your own imagination. You are the universe, the galaxies, the cosmos, and everything that the divine is. And so, because you are that, you are capable, you are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you. The world needs your smile, your uniqueness, and your essence. So beautiful, woman. Go out there. Take up space. Let your presence be felt. Let your voice be heard. The world needs you. We need you. You need you. And so, enter the world as boldly. Go bravely.
I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I want to end in the same way that I began. This is a poem by Brandy Keller, also from Dear Black Women. Sometimes I hesitate to stand in my light, but I rather blind the world with my brilliance than comfort it with my dimness. This is my Black Girl Manifesto. Sometimes I hesitate to stand in my light, but I rather blind the world with my brilliance than comfort it with my dimness. There are many ways to serve the world, and I have the right to choose which ways feel most in alignment with my own truth. Because the truth is, I am a chocolate covered alien. My identity doesn't fit neatly into any one category, and I'm okay with that. In fact, I embrace it. I glorify my inner contradictions. I celebrate my unsolved mysteries. I thank God for the miracle that is my imperfection. This is how I love myself. And that is how I serve the world. Yes, I doubt and I may feel unsure at times, but I am never foolish for following my intuition. Yes, I take huge risks and I may fail at times, but I am never a failure. Yes, I struggle and I may need to retreat from the world during my personal storms. But like the butterfly, I am aware that the darkness of my cocoon is but a space for metamorphosis. And honey, my wings are extraordinary. They grow every time I dance or laugh with my lover, with my children. They grow when I meditate or every time I walk barefoot on the grass or on the sand. They grow when I stare at the moon or glance at the sun. They grow when I eat living foods. They grow when I wear an ankh or I rub myself in coconut oil and shea butter. They grow every time I see myself naked. They grow when I honor my ancestors. They grow every time I give myself grace. My wings grow with grace. Change is inevitable. Growth is a choice. And every time I choose to love myself, even in a small way, and I only grow my own wings, I help the whole world fly. Beautiful women, thank you for joining me for BIPOC mothering and deep care. I hope that that you have felt some healing in this space and some nurturing in this space. I hope that as you go down from this space, you feel completely full. I love you all. Namaste.
Thank you so much, beautiful.
We love you too. Namaste. That was incredible.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
So wonderful. You're amazing.
Oh,
You're so
you're
amazing.
so amazing.
I love you so much. I'm feeling emotional. Thank you.
Yeah. Same. Thank you. It's my honor. I know what all is entailed and all the different types of mothering that we do. And I just wanted to provide a soft place for y'all to land today. So take that with you and enjoy your day and celebrate yourself fully.